Hi all, welcome back to the show. Today I want to share with you a new way to make a drilling operation. On the CNC machine I have some vertical wall that I will call the side wall, and I have to drill and tap the hole this way. So when I bought my drilling machine, and it's also true with all the other magnetic drilling machine, you can choose the type of foot at the base you have the machine. And basically there is two kind of base. You have the small base and you have a big base. When you have a small base, you can only make some drilling operation in a vertical way, this way, because with the weights of the machine and also the forces of the drilling operation, the magnet is only able to work in this way. When you choose a very big and large base or foot, you can work in other way, though it does mean that you can flip and turn 90 degrees your machine, your magnetic drilling machine on the wall, and then you can make all the basic operation. But you have to take some other consideration. Even if the magnetic foot is strong enough to make the contact and to maintain the drilling operation, you have to find a solution to keep it in place before making the drilling operation. So it does mean that you have to lift your machine in some way, because if you want to work with hands, those kind of machine are very heavy. Mine is around between 60 and 70 pounds, so it's quite heavy, and when you are on a vertical wall, it's difficult to maintain a machine and to be sure that you are aligned with the hole you have to do. So that I will show you is the way I work with the vertical wall, and you save a lot of time with this way of working, because you do not have to move all the place or move the machine, so it saves a lot of time. But I will use the crane, and the crane will lift the heavy magnetic drill and keep this machine in place, and to be sure that I will have something to support the weight. And also it's a good way to work in a safe position. So keep in mind when you work with such heavy loads, and those loads can flip down or get out on the floor, and you can break a foot, a leg, or whatever, or somewhere else. So be sure that when you work this way, you work in safety meaning. The other thing that I will use, on the basic process with the magnetic drilling operation, I had several holes on my plates already made in a previous operation, and I want that I will use those holes, with the special tools I made for that. This tool, it's a kind of jig that helps you to center, and to center the drill bit to the correct position to the hole. So this type of tool is able to work either in the horizontal position but also in vertical position. You insert the tool, then you have to insert the drill bit with the magnetic drill to find a good position with the magnetic drill. That's why the crane will be very useful to maintain the load. And then when you are in the proper position, you have to be sure that the foot is right on the side, and then you can engage the magnetic force. And at this step, when you engage the magnetic force, you do not need any kind of other stuff to maintain the magnetic drilling machine. The power of the magnetic foot is big enough to keep the machine in place and also to make the drilling operation. That's why I choose this type of machine on this one. The other consideration you have to take here in mind when you make a horizontal drilling operation with the magnetic machine is the fact when you put some lube on a drill bit or on a tap, the loop will get down. So you have to take care that you have enough loop inside the hole when you make the drilling operation. So it's the other considering point you have to keep in mind with this way of working. And the best thing to do that is to make some that we can call the peg drilling operation. So you get inside, you get outside, inside, outside many times, and before the two cycle you can put some more loops, so you are sure that you are making a good job. Because if the loop is not given enough, especially for the tapping operation, you can break inside the hole, and it's not the purpose of this type of operation. So the purpose is mainly to save some time. So breaking a drill bit or tap inside a machine is not something interesting. So here is the, let's say, the overall consideration to make with this type of drilling operation. And I will now to make the setup with the drilling operation, and you will see it in the next episode, how we can work on a vertical wall, and how we can save some time with the machine. So I will make the setup. I have to move the camera, and you will see the next week. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned on the channel. Thank you.